Well, there's a documentary called The World Before Her. It's made by Nisha Pahuja, who's with us, and it's being launched by PVR Pictures on 6th of June in India, and it's getting a lot of acclaim. And we have with us Anurag Kashyap, who's just helping this documentary gain publicity in Mumbai. Huge pleasure to have you guys on Bollywood Hungama, first of all. And why is it that you believe in this in this documentary, first of all?
You have to see it to know it, because I have not seen something that affected me so much.
Right.
She came and we met through a common friend, Gitanjali Rao, who's right now in Cannes with a short film. And I've been seeing bits of it across the net.
Right.
And I finally got to see the documentary, and I saw it 3 days in a row. It affected me so much.
Achha, like that?
Yeah, because it is something, it's so powerful. The first time you see it, you just come out stunned and you realize so much about your own self.
Right.
It's like how we tend to judge and objectify people, and it makes you see what you are doing to it.
Absolutely.
But it's such a non-judgmental, powerful film.
Right. In fact, the documentary is about two young women participating in two very different types of training camps. One is Ruhi Singh, who aspires to become Miss India, and Prachi Trivedi, a militant Hindu nationalist with the Durga Vahini. I've seen the promo. I think, in a way, it's like a metaphor. Two different aspirations. When a girl says, I hate Gandhi, and the other one, she needs to do for becoming a Miss India. It's a absolutely revolting paradigm shift. So how did you just come up with the idea in the first place?
With documentaries particularly, it's never you come up with an idea, it's always the idea kind of finds you, and that's what happened with this film. It started off being just about Miss India, and then as I started to learn more about the history of beauty pageants in India and the opposition to these pageants, I came across Hindutva groups, and then I met Prachi Trivedi, and she told me about the Durga Vahini camps. And it was actually, she kind of in some sense brought the story to me. So when she told me about the camps, that's when I realized the film that I needed to make was really about these two kind of seemingly sort of polar opposite worlds.
Now, recently, after this entire new government coming in, there is this all these feelers are coming that certain types of films should be encouraged, which are having, let's say, Indian traditions and all that. It's very obvious that there are quite a few filmmakers. I met Hansal Mehta, and he said that I'm not sure if I can make a Shahid now. Now, in this scenario, this film is coming up, and do you feel that there can be some opposition to it?
See, there will be elements who will try and create problems.
Right.
I don't have that kind of a fear, because it's a very objective film. This film does not judge them. The film doesn't say that what Prachi is doing is wrong.
Right.
The film doesn't say what Pooja is doing is wrong. The film is not about what Durga Vahini is doing is wrong. The film is about these two worlds, and it's a documentary. This is not about her trying to tell a story.
Right.
This is the two people in their worlds telling their own story to her. When I'm watching the film and I'm looking at that girl, and I'm like, what if I would have not seen this documentary, had I met her on streets, how would have I looked at her? When you see the documentary, you stop being judgmental. You see that world, and if you disagree with what she says,
right,
then you have nobody else except yourself to blame, because you have created that world for her.
But Anurag, you face it so often that you need not be in the wrong to be judged, or criticism coming your way, or opposition coming your way. Say for example, if I'm watching only the promo, for example, and when I'm just noticing the entire thing, the focus is on Kashmir, and if India's pride has to be maintained or achieved, only if Kashmir we are having, then only we can maintain that pride. When more people will watch that thing, it can be quite a paradigm shift for them, because they haven't seen something of this, or they've only heard.
It is very important that people see things they have not seen before.
Yes. Right.
I think what happens is, the problem with our world is we fear what we don't know, and we need to confront our fears.
Right.
We need to see what we don't know. Only then we get a larger worldview. We are so happily confined in our very narrow point of view of looking at things that we don't. It's like how Oscar Wilde said, what you don't know does not exist. And the thing is, you need to shake people out and say, boss, it does exist. It is like, I had this fear of water, not of the swimming pool, but water in the deep sea, till I actually took a dive. And I realized there's nothing for me to fear there. And the fear was the fear of unknown, because my feet was not touching the ground, and I would fear what will come up and kind of touch me or grab me or bite me. And no, it doesn't. Nothing touches you or grabs you or bites you. It's you who steps on things and kind of disrupts it. And that's how you start to get a point of view in this world. And there will be opposition. There will always be opposition.